And it's like, hey, you're live.
We are live.
And we are live.
We are live.
And in person. All right. So we are going to need to. How do people find us?
I don't understand that question.
How can people see us? Are we Facebook Live?
We're only Facebook Live. Something was wrong with the YouTubes.
Are you able to find us on live?
I am able to find us online.
Okay, so you see us live on Facebook?
I think so.
Because I don't see us live on Facebook. That's why I'm like.
Okay, so Anne-Marie found us.
There we go. That's all we need.
Anne-Marie.
Turn this volume on this thing down.
Anne-Marie, I found that fabric.
And you did? You didn't even tell me that.
I found it. Oh my God.
No.
I have it. Hi, Jessica. I have it up on my computer in the room because I'm like, I got to order this. It's on pre-order right now, wherever it was. It's that one that has so many fabrics that I can't think of.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yes, it's so pretty.
Or so pretty, or whatever it is. They have many things I want. It's insane. Yes. Okay.
It's wild. Okay. So we are just going to jump into this because as we know, it will be available to watch later. And if you give Sarah and I too long to get into a tangent about things that have nothing to do with what we're supposed to be talking about, we will.
We will.
Plus, we're going to be talking to some of you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Hey, girl. Hey. So, Sarah, I'm going to let you start.
I love that. Love that for me.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So let's just dive into it. As many of you know, there was there's a vacuum in the sewing community on a certain few days, and we have been, the bat signal went out for us to do something. Since we're local, we teach classes, it just kind of made sense for us to take in all of the cold and starving people that needed something to do that weekend, and we're already going to be in town. So without further ado, we are going to do something, as we're calling it, because it's not an expo, it's not a retreat, it's not a
it's a small thing, but it's a little bit bigger than what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it started like, oh, we'll just have a little meetup, whatever, we'll all get dinner. It has gone kablooey from there. So we're here for it. We're just kind of we're managing it. I only have one hand when I talk with my hands.
And I just want to say I respect anybody who does any of this type of stuff on any. We're doing it on a scale that is like this big. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. So it definitely gives us a little bit more perspective on how these things come together. So what we're looking at is a Friday, Saturday event, would be the October 18th and 19th. It will be at a theme park area location. We are working with a couple of different hotels right now, just kind of bargaining, right? Like, we're just working out deals to see who is the best fit for us. Now, to finalize that, one of the really important things is we've got to know how many people are actually coming. I know a lot of you are super interested, and that is fantastic. We are totally psyched for it. We know how those numbers translated to real life, right? So we wanted to give you an idea of what we're actually doing, so you can decide, yeah, I'm in, no, I'm not. In order to solidify that and make it real, we are going to ask for a registration, right? So this is the hard part. We're going to ask you for a registration, and we're going to ask for a $50 non-refundable deposit. Now, what that deposit is for is it's going to help us figure out who's committed, right? Who's got skin in the game. You got a ticket, you're coming. However, that investment, you like that? You're investing, you're going to get lunch both days. So it's an all or nothing thing. You're either committing to both days or nothing. We don't have the flexibility with parking and with tickets and with staff and all of the things to do day passes and that. We would love to. It's just not in the cards. It's just not what this is. So sorry. It is what it is, my friends. So
We love
that will
all
be
of
going
you,
live.
and we want to play with all of you all the time, but we
Yes.
are not
So
capable of it.
you come to us and we get to keep you for 48 hours. So, but yes, that'll include a buffet lunch at the hotel. If you end up staying at the hotel, you get breakfast. So there's plenty of benefits there. And we are going to do a multitude of classes. We have, what do we have? Like 10 to 12 set up currently
We
that
have
we're
10 to
working
12
on.
in consideration that we are working
Yeah,
on.
we have.
Hello, Janice.
Hey, Jan. So we're building.
We have 10
we're
to
working
12
on
that we're
building
working
a
on, but
schedule.
we also want to know what you guys want versus just what we think the classes should be.
Yes, so we need y'all in our registration form. We are going to have tickers. Click on any of the classes that you're down for. You might not see all of the classes that are on the ticker. If one of them's just a total, nobody clicks it, it ain't going to happen. We have limited time, limited resources, limited teachers. So we're just going to do what we can with what we have. But the plan is to do what I think it's 4 to 5 classes a day. We have 2 classrooms.
Yes.
So we have 2. I can't. I literally can't. So, Kathy, you can watch this later. This will be up. Ignore the balloon mania. We'll have 2 classrooms. Jan, it's October 18th and 19th. Well, so we'll have 2 classrooms with 4 to 5 classes per classroom per day. So, is that what it is, Colette? You do like is it the peace sign that makes it do the? Okay.
Girl, I have told you that 10 times.
I know, but like, it doesn't do it all the time. If I wanted
No,
it to happen,
because it ignores you 90%.
happen.
When you want it to do it, it won't do it.
If I was like,
what are the dates again, Sarah? I've already forgotten.
October 18th and 19th. So it's a Friday, Saturday. So you have Sunday, hang out with your peeps, go to the parks, whatever you want to do, live your best life here in Hotlando, Florida. Classes will range from an hour and a half to 3 hours. Debbie, do we want to talk?
Overall cost? Yeah.
Okay. So classes are going to range. We're doing it by time because it's, again,
so what it's going to be is we're asking for the $50 registration to say yes, I commit to coming. And then beyond that, once you register and the classes go up, etc., there will be an additional, the remainder is due, and that is, my brain is just freezing on numbers. I think it's $150. So the total is, the total for the 2 days is $200, but the extra $150 can 100% be applied to classes. And then post the $150 guarantees you a minimum of 2 classes.
Yeah, the classes will range from
the classes you pick.
35, 40 to 75. So you can assemble that however you want, but that 150 that you're committing to once you actually say, like, you get to class sign up, it goes all to classes. It's not additional ticket fee. It's not what it gets applied to your class kits. So but we just need people to commit to that much to keep the wheels turning.
To be able to afford to have the event.
Yes. So, but but that goes straight to your classes. So you decide you want to come, you want to take 2 clothing classes. Those are usually the most expensive. So you get 2 clothing classes, $150, you're done. That's good. You know what I mean? You're good. You can keep it at that, or you can look at your schedule, look at our schedule, and add other classes for how much those classes are. Yes, Millie, the hotel will be separate. We are working on a room block. Again, that's going to be another question on the registration, if you're looking for a room or not, because again, depending on how many rooms we need, depends on the cost. So Jessica, yes, so it's $200, and that includes your first, well, that includes 150, that includes $150 worth of classes. So it's not, the $50 is your ticket cost. The additional 150 would go towards classes. Does that make sense? Or is that confusing to anybody? I know I'm terrible at explaining stuff like this. And also, if you missed it, the $50 includes lunch, a buffet lunch at the hotel both days. Jessica, yeah, like we said, 200 plus, depends on what you want to do.
If you are happy with the 2 classes,
and you're going to go live your best
is
life,
your maximum.
Yeah, is your 200 is your minimum.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can do more over that, but again, I want to stress the only portion that is a ticket fee is the 50. Oh, thanks, Jen. We're trying. We're really trying, because we don't want to. We're not trying to.
Again, we're not trying to recreate anything that has already been done, and done very well, by the way.
Yeah.
Can't say enough. We really realize this is not a fun process to do.
Yes. And we are definitely just as, if not more, bummed than everybody else that the original event is not happening. And, you know, but
until next year.
Right. It's not happening on this weekend. I think so. But, you know, we figured we'd step in and try to soothe the tortured sewing
Like, we're
souls.
going to be bored that weekend too. Some of you guys are going to be here, and we don't want you to be bored, so we'll just all get together.
We were gonna play with our friends, and now we can't play with our friends. But now we're making our friends come so we can play with them. So that's that.
Yes.
Registration will. Good call, Millicent. Deborah, would you like to take the lead on the?
And I was literally just about to talk about Millie's reading my mind and stuff.
Millie.
So we will have a little shop and sew pop-up area with a few folks that are also we're going to be here and be bored, and they just also happen to have stuff to sell. So they will be there. It's not anything huge. At this point we're 3, I think it's 3 or 4 people have reached out to us and said, hey, we see you're going to do something. Let us know if we can help, or, you know, we'd like, you know, we've got this stuff in our trunk that we don't want to take back in our trunk with us. So we said we can help you, but on a much smaller scale. As of right now, it looks like, and we can't guarantee anything, but they are definitely interested, and wonderful humans as well, to jump in and try and make this a fun weekend for everybody. Is I am terrible with names, so help me, Sarah. Impish Geek.
It's Impish Geek Designs and Jubilant Fabrics. And also Jolie Lee Creations. Are 3 that we're sure we're fairly certain that they're in. There may be a couple of others. We're not looking for vendors, but as they come to us, we're trying to squeeze them in. So
there's
it's going to depend on
that was mentioned, but we just don't have confirmation.
Yeah, we're not sure on that one. But yeah, it's going to depend on where we land, which hotel, space wise. So, Millie, yes, of course, you can drive in and out if you want. That is perfectly fine. That's why we're saying a lot of people already have hotel reservations. Like, I don't know if you saw the poll, but it's a huge portion of people that want to come already have digs. So we're not looking to book this hotel up. Like, if we do get a handful of people that want rooms, we might get a little bit of a better deal, whatever. But it's the hotel, even if we don't get a discount, is very, very reasonable. I want to say,
and actually, the hotels that we're down to, it's not about a discount. It's about where we land based on how many rooms we get.
Yeah.
Because one could take us if more people booked rooms there because of their parking situation.
Yeah. Which is a common thing around here is they only have enough parking spaces for the people who are staying at the hotel. So if we're booking something and we're like, yeah, it's going to be like 50 people driving in every day, they're like, nope, we have nowhere to put those people. So it's a whole balancing act. Again, praise to the people who do this on a grand scale, and you know who I'm talking about. Wild. I would have no hair left, no fingernails, nothing. Tearing it out, chewing them off, too much for me. Stressful. Anyway.
We may have spent yesterday just completely melting down on each other for no reason at all. Well, I mean, I had a reason, but I didn't have anything to eat for breakfast. I was hangry.
She was mean to me.
And she made me get up early.
She made me stay up late. Past my 10:30 bedtime. Dare you. So is anybody...
Okay, so we're going to stop talking for a minute.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions? What do we got? Anybody? Bueller?
I mean, this is going to be up again, like we said, when you register. And we know that it might seem like, do I want to? I don't know these two crazy women. I mean, most of y'all know these two crazy women.
Millie.
Millie,
bear
that's
shit
why
in the woods.
I'm sorry. I just want to say my recommendation is to stay at the hotel because we're going to have some fun. We want to have a sleepover party.
Yes.
Situation. So.
Yes. Jessica, we'll get the link up this weekend.
Yes. And Dawn, the venue is somewhat dependent upon registration. Because here we're gonna lay it out. Like if nobody registers,
right.
I don't mean to shock you. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah. It will. If we
because
have 10
we
people
also
sign
know
up,
that
it will change.
Yeah. We also, because if it gets larger, because here's the thing, we literally thought, or Debbie thought, Sarah had way more faith than Debbie. This is not shocking. We thought like 10 people would be like, hey, let's get together and do something. And we could do this small little thing. And then a bunch of people came forward and was like, I'm going to be there. I would have this many people. I have this many people. And the numbers just started climbing and we started going.
Yeah, y'all just kept adding up.
We don't want to displace anybody. So we got to think, and it kept getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And then, like we said, some of the wonderful folks that were going to be vending that weekend said, hey, I'm going to be there anyways. Can I help? Do you think people would enjoy it if we came and vended? And we were like, of course. So it's not, like we said, it's not we're not gonna have a vendor hall because we ain't got vendor hall money, folks. Okay, we got small room money, but I can't even talk about I just jokingly asked a hotel. I was like, "Yo, how much that room?"
I'm over here like,
how much that room is.
I'm asking about that room because that room gonna be a lot of money.
Sarah literally looked at me and goes, "We can't afford that." She's like, and let me tell you, the woman at the hotel also looked at us like, "I know y'all can't afford
that." I was like, "That's new car money. That's not no."
Yeah, that's new car money. But she also said we couldn't have it even if we could afford it. So that it kind of took some of the sting off the initial pretty woman look that we got.
Yeah.
Because everything's booked. So that's also a whole other situation for that weekend. So it's all dependent where it's at is dependent on where we land with registrations and where we have, because once we after this weekend, we're going to look at what happens over the weekend with registration, and we're going to go, okay, do we go here where we have so much more room, or here where it's we're playing a numbers game with
I
that.
can probably throw up registration tonight if you guys are anxious to start voting and stuff. Don't break your thing. So yes, I'll throw that up. Look for it 8, 9 o'clock. Let me get these children out of my hair. Classes. So well, let me. I see questions coming through. Machines, depending on need, we can most likely figure out how to get some out of towners machines to use. We have a couple different avenues we're looking at for that. And idea of classes, Jessica, we're definitely going to do clothing. We have a couple of bags. Everything's got to be domestic friendly, because we're not going to pull in 2010s. We're not going to pull in industrials. It's going to be just your basic machines, sergers, and we'll figure it out from there.
But also, that's part of on the registration. There's a list of potential classes. We want to know what of those classes you guys see are you interested in. Like, we know one of the ones that we have down for Salty So's to teach would be a zip-up hoodie, because we just did one of those at our studio recently, and people loved it, and we know we got a lot of feedback going, when are you going to teach that again? And it was so much fun to make.
Yeah, it's a fun class.
It's definitely a fun class. We've got a couple things like that up. I see someone here said something about a boozy bag party. We will definitely be throwing up swaps. We wouldn't.
Yep.
Exchanges. We wouldn't let y'all
not
have your swaps and exchanges. We just have to work out. Again, we are not professionals. How do you spell chauffeur? I'm sorry, that was my own little TikTok reference that 90% of the world know. Whatever.
No. So,
I'm gonna make you watch it tomorrow, Fancy Pants McGee over there.
Great. You made me forget what I was gonna say.
It's my whole job in life.
What were we saying?
We were talking about classes that they'll be up on the registration, Jimmy Jam.
Yes, and there's a fill-in box too. So you want to throw an idea at us, don't be mad if we don't choose it. But you can absolutely suggest something, because we haven't made everything. So I'm sure, especially if you've made something and it seems very like user friendly, and would make a decent class, then we're here for it.
And back to machines, we are going to try and figure something out for that as an option, and we will know that probably by the end of next week.
Yeah. Not really, Mills. A little. I don't know. It's yeah, kind of. I don't know. That was more of a retreat level. This is like bigger than a retreat, but I don't know.
This is why we are calling it, with the wonderful namers that we are of things, this event will be called the Salty Something.
I was going for salty something or other, but it's just kind of hard to like write out and like put on the internet. So it's just salty something.
Yeah, we were briefly salty something. Sure. Salty sleepover, but then we were like
something.
Yeah.
Salty slumber party. We'll probably call it all of the things, honestly. So we're just gonna go with something.
We're gonna call it fun.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
We're gonna call it the place to be. Millie, don't push me to a theme. You know this bee loves a theme.
Listen, I want a t-shirt that says salty something.
I'm doing it. Sold.
We're just gonna put the word in the middle in parentheses, about. Get there, Sarah. Get there.
I'll follow the bouncing ball. It's fine. I don't understand.
Listen, we processed fabric all day today.
Sounds like salty something about. I don't get it. Yeah. So look for your pre-orders to be shipped next week. I'm gonna be.
They came out so pretty.
Swimming through fabric. Yes, everything came out really, really cute.
I cannot wait to make my
Krista,
Tiana bag.
be careful. There's electronics. No spit takes. Oh my goodness, our
Also,
new fabric that nobody's seen has came to, and it's so cute. So cute. Sorry. I'm so excited about it. Sorry, Lindsay, you're not invited
um,
now. Bye. You're gonna have to rewatch it, Lindsay. We said 25 minutes and 17 seconds worth of crap. Jeez, TLDR.
also, if you're coming
TLDW.
tomorrow morning to to clean with us, here's a preview of what Debbie's going to be up to tomorrow.
Yeah, mine's really not that bad.
I got to try and make all of that fit onto that. I
Things
recognize
that
it's
aren't
not
gonna
going to
happen
happen,
for 500,
but
Alex. She's a
I
dreamer, folks.
can dream. She's a dreamer. Okay, and very
All right.
quickly, so this is, I'm going to do a very quick little recap. Jimmy
Oh,
Jam,
you're welcome,
1018 and
Lindsay.
1019,
That's all she's got, folks.
which is Friday and Saturday. We will be doing some
Something.
small, large, whatever. You can stay at the hotel. You don't have to stay at the hotel, but we definitely need to know how many of you want to stay at the hotel. $50 registration fee, non-refundable, because that's your skin in the game that says, okay, Debbie and Sarah, give people your money. And then when you register, it
Includes
should give you a
lunch.
date. Oh, girl, hold, please. It should give you a
To know
date
where
for
their
when you
money.
have to pay the remainder, which is the 150, which is what you're laying down to cover a minimum of your first two classes. If you want to make that 150 roll over for more classes or more than two because you're not interested in the biggies, however you want to apply that, that's on you. But you're committing to a minimum of 150 in classes, and you are also welcome to go above that if you want. It's your budget. Do with it what you will. We will have some pop-up shops happening, and if you are coming to the event, once you register for the event, that you will get lunch each day. We will have a buffet lunch available each day. If you are staying at the hotel, you will get breakfast as well. So hey, all the money you can save is good, right?
And lunch is included. Lunch is included in your registration fee. Lunch is not an additional fee.
Yes, lunch is not extra. I have other words. I mean, we're going to teach a lot of stuff. We want you to tell us what you're interested in being taught.
Yeah, we're gonna have
So, I
different
mean, because me
classes.
and Sarah could definitely fill up a schedule with classes that we think
We can teach all
everybody
sorts of
wants to
stuff.
learn, but we'd like to know what y'all going to learn.
Yeah.
Lindsay, we ain't got the hotel yet, boo boo. We got to find out how many people so that we can commit one way or another.
We have a few options, but it's going to
We
be
have
TBD based on initial
Orlando somewhere,
registration.
TBD. We are trying to be as close to the little theme park Landia as possible. But cost says we ain't gonna be up in Disney Springs. I can promise you that.
Sorry. Yes, Jessica, it does.
Repo.
Yeah, all of our class costs are inclusive of kits.
Of kits. You are responsible, of course, for your thread and your notions.
As usual, yep.
But beyond that, we don't and the reason we don't do the thread is because people are particular about what thread they want to use it.
It's Debbie,
We'll let you make those decisions. Yes, Debbie is people.
My head got really tiny. Oh no.
What's happening?
Everything's fine. It's not a dumpster fire over here. Look at how organized my fabric looks behind me.
Oh. Keep it up. You're coming here tomorrow morning.
I'm bringing my kids.
Hell no.
don't have to come now, do I?
My husband will throw him right in the pool and be like, all right, see y'all later. I'm going to soccer.
Yep. They don't care.
Your mom and that other lady. It's out in the sewing room. Good luck. Lake will be like, I ain't talking to her. She gave me an extra 5 minutes just for asking how much time was left.
Lindsay, we don't talk about the bottom section. We talk about the section in the vidya. We don't scroll that. We don't angle down because that's where the mess is. We don't want to look at or behind the camera is kind of a. I bought that.
Yeah.
You know what's behind the camera, Lindsay? That purple leather jacket. She gonna get cut up. I'm excited. Nobody's gonna wear that jacket. Jacket's gonna be purse. I'm pumped.
Okay, what other questions we got?
I don't know.
I don't
Now what do
know.
you want to do? Is anybody coming to Clearwater next weekend? What do you do? Can't stop chewing.
Sarah,
My
quit
ear
biting
itches.
your nails. Good
I'm
Lord.
stressed out about this. I'm anxious about it.
Yes, Salty Says Sleepover was for sure on our
Yes. Oh
on our
no,
list.
I don't think. Oh yes, you
That
did,
and Slumber
Lindsay.
Party. Lindsay's gonna be in Clearwater. We're gonna sew some stuff.
Sorry. Okay. Is that it?
I think.
That's it for now.
I
mean, when I get off, I'll go to the computer and I'll.
Let me look at our list of what we were supposed to talk about because we always forget something important.
That's why we need the list. Oh, Anne Marie. Throwing your name in the goblet of fire. Good to know. Good to know. Look at you on the flip side.
Ooh.
Boo. Start thanking.
Harry Potter. What's your name?
I need to put your name.
I feel like we are both seeing the exact same cartoon in our head right now.
Oh, you have no idea. As somebody who's only read the books and I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's so. Oh, their Dumbledore is so aggressive. Oh, it's so funny. Sorry.
Okay.
Shook.
Girl, we actually remembered. Hi, Fun Hubby.
Oh, see, Fun Hubby knows what's up.
Tell them there will be no witch's brew.
Oh gosh, no. No.
Okay. We actually covered everything we intended to cover.
That's fantastic.
Again, this is a salty something. We want to make sure that everybody is very clear that this is nowhere near on the grand scale of awesomeness that was supposed to be this weekend and will be in a future weekend. But this will be we'll be like the salty appetizer.
We're like the salty Band-Aid.
Like the salty Band-Aid. Ew.
The salty
freaking disgusting.
The salty Prozac for your sadness. Salty Xanax?
No.
Salty.
The salty.
I was just gonna say something really terrible, and I'm not gonna say it again.
Please don't. I still haven't gotten salty Band-Aid out of my head.
You know how much I love alliteration, so just imagine where I could have gone with that.
And I know you will make sure I hear it.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you after. I don't want to gross everybody out, just you.
Thanks. I hear Dionne Warwick singing in my head. To keep smiling.
No, you can always count on me. For sure.
Oh, the salty sew something.
Oh, duh. Lindsay.
Look at Lindsay.
Where were you?
In the clutch.
For real. That makes a lot more sense. have done more sense. Thank you.
It's been right here the whole time. I just
Right,
didn't
yeah.
see it.
Okay, y'all, new name, Salty So something. Thanks, Lindsay. Or Randy, I don't know. I know Randy had
Or
some
Autumn.
ideas. Or Autumn, that's true. All right, sweet. See, I knew we went over 5 minutes for a reason. Late ass Lindsay. Made up for it. Made up for it.
But also, we have had the other thing I want to say is not just pop-up shops. We have had a lot of our wonderful salty crew here in the local area
Yes.
also come forward and say that they want to help make this event awesome, and we are incredibly appreciative. And we'll
Yes,
be
we
reaching
are.
out to you real soon.
We are
Once we know
very
how much
lucky
trouble
to
we're in.
have all of the boots on the ground support. So it's gonna be something, and it's gonna be fun. Whatever the hell it ends up coming together as, I think we're all gonna enjoy it. Dawn, in Clearwater, we're doing a meetup, not this Saturday, next Saturday. If you look at the page, we're calling it the FOMO meetup for people who couldn't go to Alaska and who won't be in Vegas and who can't do all of the things. You can at least come out and get some good food and a delicious cocktail or two and hang. It's at, what is it called? Cubbies?
Yeah, it's called the Salty FOMO, right? Where is it?
Yeah,
at?
Salty. It's at I want to say it's Cubbies in Clearwater. Some like beach tiki bar restaurant deal. It's gonna be good. I made sure they had stuff that wasn't seafood so Debbie doesn't starve to death.
Listen, no guarantees.
Lindsay coming in clutch.
And Lindsay is taking full ownership of coming up with the name on her own.
Good. It wasn't her husband or her Cleaners of the Sea.
Cleaners of the Sea, exactly, Lindsay.
What is that? Oh, geez, Louise. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I have to go. I have to go break up the cage match that's going on in my living room.
Yeah.
As per usual. And so
we love all of you. We
keep an eye on the
hope to see
page.
you.
I'll throw up a link.
Yep. All right. We're the worst at ending this, so salty vision out. Stay salty.
Oh no. Stay salty, internet. Facebook.
We will talk to you again tomorrow morning.
Goodbye, me salties.
Goodbye, me salty mateys.
Deborah never lets me say that. Okay. Bye.